Happy Christmas, everybody. I hope you all got lots of lovely presents this morning. I'm going to tell you about a wee letter that arrived in the North Pole one day. It was from a little girl who said, "Dear Santa, can I have a Bible for Christmas, please?" So the elves were all running around trying to find a Bible. And this little elf came along and said, "Oh, I know where the Bibles are. I'm going to get it and I'll pack it up for this little girl." So off she went, and there enough, she found a Bible. And she came back with this Bible and she thought, just before I pack it, I think I'll have a little read. So she opened up the Bible and she started reading all about God. She learned all about God's promises. She learned how God sent his son, Jesus, and that Jesus loved us so much that he died on the cross for us, and that one day he's coming back again. She just couldn't put the Bible down. She just found it fascinating. And she knew that she had to do something. So just there, right then, right there, she put the Bible down, closed her eyes, and said a little prayer to God, asking God to come into her heart. She was just so happy. And she knew that she had to go and tell somebody. So she decided the first person she was going to tell was Santa Claus. That's right. So she went off to Santa's little den and she told Santa that she had asked Jesus into her heart. She then told Santa the gospel. It was simple. It was short. But a wee seed was sown in Santa's heart, which grew into a thought. Santa reflected on his life and the message he supported, then compared it to the gospel that the elf had just reported. He always thought that everyone was naughty or was nice. He had them on 2 big lists. He even checked it twice. He'd always thought you only got a gift if you had been good. The naughty got lumps of coal. That's what he understood. They'd all line up in the shopping malls and sit upon his knee. Of course he saw them when they slept and knew when they awake. He also knew their nice attempts were pretty much a joke. Their heads were not filled with thoughts as nice as kindness, peace and joy, but with the never-ending lists of their desired toys. He knew their hearts, but he had thought, they're trying to be good. That's good enough to make the list. Otherwise, no one would. So every year, they're good enough with toys would be rewarded. And every year he realised the message he supported. The good will get the presents and the bad will get the coal. And trying to be good enough is good enough a goal. That's the message that he knew, but now he knew another. He had just learned the gospel, so he compared them to each other. The message of the gospel turned his message upside down. The good, the bad, the naughty. It switched it all around. There's no one good but God alone, he had heard Jesus conclude. And those who claim they're good enough are simply just deluded. If there's a list of who is good, that standard we've all missed. And Santa saw that even he was on the naughty list. That shook his world, that rocked his boat, that grabbed him in his soul. To think that even Santa deserved a lump of coal. But that was only half of what the gospel message said. It also flipped what happened to the naughty in his head. Instead of being written off, just good enough, the message to the naughty was a list of one of grace and love. The gospel offered mercy to all those deserving coal. The gospel offered forgiveness and cleansing of the soul. The gospel told how Jesus died our death to pay the price, to reconcile us all to God, both naughty and the nice. That offer was a real gift, unlike the presents beneath the tree. It was not earned by being good. God offered it for free. Santa compared the message with the one that he had learnt. His message said, "You got the presents your good deeds had earned." The message of the gospel offered something so much greater. Jesus had come to reconcile the world to their Creator. When Santa grasped the gospel, he did not know what to do. And so the elf said nervously, "How about I pray with you?" So that very night, at the North Pole, by the fire in his den, with a simple prayer led by the elf, Santa was born again. And now in Christ forgiven, free, his new life had begun. And Santa had a new message to share with everyone. Hope you all have a wonderful Christmas, and that you also ask Jesus into your heart. Happy Christmas.